Does help if I hit the recording button. Oh yeah, it also has a timer, so it goes off every so often. That is also good. Oh. Happy New Year! I hope you're doing well. I am doing all right. I've disappeared a few times as per usual.
You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with
Hey,
them.
there you are. Are you excited? I
Oh,
am very
just a second,
excited.
Cat wants in.
Pretty soon we'll be reporting for duty on the cadet training cruise.
You want in? Going. Beyond the day. Beyond the day. Okay. It isn't the usual fat lazy cat that wanted in. It's the older cat who wants attention. But I'm kind of busy. She's very good at getting in the way. I may have to just put her back outside if she doesn't want to be laying on the floor. What? You can stay on the bed. Okay. Got that sorted. I love my pets, but they are sometimes not very willing to behave with what I'm trying to do. Also, I did hear that you placed something, so thank you. Honestly, a lot of the different missions could be done a lot easier with someone else, just anyone else who's placed something, because of the fact that it's not meant to just be soloed by me. But yeah, I enjoy having the basically a little mini game along with my stream. But before I get more distracted, on to the actual game.
Are you kidding? I set up a triple layer alarm sequence to notify me when the postings went up. I think I knew before some of Captain Schaefer's staff. 2 words: Chief Engineer.
Wonderful. That's quite an honor, especially for a junior.
Right? I'm still not sure if this isn't one of Finnegan's pranks. He's done stuff like this, you know. Ugh, poor Jim Kirk. Oh, before I forget, Lifeson is looking for you. Actually, I think I see him over there. You should probably find out what he wants.
Some amazing naming. Life's son. Going. So definitely some funny jumps, but I can't call
Here's
the game
Lifeson,
funny
one
jump.
of the best tactical cadets in your class. After Evelyn, of course.
What did I do? Nope, that's not where I want you. Oops. How do I fix this? Oh. I mean, that is also fair to point out. I think anyone full type would jump funny.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final and for all the other times you've helped me. Seriously, I might not have made the cadet cruise if it weren't for you. I hope Schaefer recognizes all you've done to lead our class. Have you got your assignment yet?
No, not yet.
Well, Lieutenant DeSilne has all of the assignments now. I'd see what she knows. Before you do that, do me a favor and talk to Ian. He's got good news, and he won't settle down until he shares it with everyone, including you.
Oh, there's Ian. Let's find out what his big news is.
Boing. Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. I used to mess around with it, like earlier when I was streaming. Because a few of the people
Cadets
I would
Quan
watch
and Peart,
also
with a
did
combined
stream
IQ
writers.
of 231, which I've heard
And
is
I
almost up to
enjoy
Tom's
little auto
rating.
battlers.
That's the rumor
They're very
anyway.
satisfying. I may need to increase the timer on the sound alerts. Yeah, let's do that. Increase timer for sound alert.
Oh, hey, I've been looking for you. Yes, I took the linguistics final again, and I aced it.
Nice.
You and me both. It wouldn't have happened if I didn't follow your advice. You saw
You
that
know,
I
it's
wasn't
always
at my best that day
interesting.
and told me to give it another
It's
shot.
probably one of the
So,
few
I
games,
did. That
I mean, granted, I've
score
just started,
really made a difference.
but that I'm going
Now I'm
like,
qualified to serve
yeah,
as both the science
it would
officer
make sense
and a
that like
communications
linguistics and, you know, other communication skills would be incredibly important in the Star Trek universe.
officer. Thanks. Always good to have options,
Like
right?
a lot of other
Kira took your
games
advice
or
too. I think it
story
worked out for us,
universes,
since he's slightly less
it's like one of those
scowling than
things
usual.
that'd be for like
Let me know if
diplomats
I'm right,
and, you know,
okay?
like your common adventurer or characters or whatever probably wouldn't care too much. But the thing is, almost all those worlds are also thrown into war constantly. Granted, I think in this game it's also somewhat of
I think I
wartime,
see
but
Kiro over there. Come on.
Star Trek has a tendency
on,
to
this
be,
way.
for the most part, besides a few wars, it's all good. I do not. I keep wanting to hit middle mouse button to auto move forward, and I never have that set up outside of WoW.
And here we have the smartest person in your class, or so I've heard. It's not entirely fair. Kiro is a super genius, and he's built like a brick shit. Yep. Yes.
That is exactly how I have it planned out. It's just a nice simple case of, you know, I start a mission, people can deploy things, and then once the timer goes off, I pause what I'm doing in the main game, and then I switch over to Stream Raiders. We do a very short battle, and then call it good. And then I do to set up the next fight, and it just kind of keeps going. My nose is trying to be runny today. Might just be a little cold. Also, speaking of cold, I've finally been able to breathe again. Because I've been having my door closed so much, and there's no circulation in my room. Absolutely none.
In the interest of camaraderie,
And so, having a really good computer comes with a really bad downside. It's hot. And so it makes the room really stuffy. And I didn't realize how much that affected things until I started opening my window and adjusting where my external fan is. And suddenly it's like, I can breathe. And I've been able to think a lot better. It's amazing how, you know, oxygen, very important for breathing.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear
Come on,
on the
this
mini-map
way.
if you
Oh
are
yeah,
far away
so
from
that's the
your
other
objective.
nice thing, is once the timer is up, actually technically you can start it at any time. I just like to give people the entire time before starting the battle. But basically,
I'll wait out here.
you get
The
a
stone should be
start
inside.
or set up, or you get a start the Stream Raiders battle, so you can finish up whatever you're doing in your main game, and then
Good afternoon,
not have to
Cadet.
don't have to
How
worry
may I
about,
be
you
of
know, like, oh no, I'm
assistance?
in the middle of a boss and that thing's going off. It's just switch over, you know, I finish whatever I'm doing, switch over to the other thing, you know, do the battle, have a good time.
It is. I will access your assignment data now. One moment.
But I
Fascinating. Your assignment is not listed. Inquiries on the matter had been directed to Captain Schaefer himself.
do like the case. This is the case of You don't have a set assignment because you get to pick your class. It's
That
kinda neat.
remains to be seen. I suggest you report to Captain Schaefer and ask him personally. He is in the office behind
Oh,
me.
yeah? I think the only issue, I can't remember for certain, that I do remember it is a case of, like, if you're a captain, aka can have people in, you can't join other people's, which is always annoying, but it's been a while, so I don't know if that's changed. But yes, overall, I would say go right ahead, because it is a fun little minigame. Oh, I need to be close to it.
Enter.
But yeah, I stopped doing the Stream Raider stuff when I started
Good to see you, Cadet.
recording
Today's the
Fallout
big day.
1,
Congratulations.
because
Judging by that look on your face,
with the
looks
original
like this
2
visit
Fallout
fulfills your
games,
assignment on the training
alt-tabbing had a really good way of just causing issues, so I didn't want to alt-tab. Plus, I wanted things to be focused on the Fallout recording, and also meant less things I had to cut out. And then, since then, I was pretty much just streaming Fallout at those points. I didn't add it back in, but now I'm just kind of streaming randomly. Quite literally,
well, you can relax.
sometimes I do morning streams, sometimes I do evening streams.
Far from it. There is a matter I'd like to address, however. Your academic record is impressive, but I don't see your results for the advanced phaser training program. Care to shed some light on that for me?
Many of my other classmates didn't take the test either. Is that an issue, Captain?
The Federation is at war with the Klingon Empire, Cadet. Shouldn't need to remind you that Klingons enjoy close combat with their enemies. That in mind, I want everyone on my senior staff to complete that program. No exceptions.
You say senior staff, sir?
I did indeed. There's a place for a cadet like you on my bridge, once you finish that phaser course. My chief engineer and tactical officer have programmed a training simulator for you. I look forward to seeing your results. Cadets Tilly and Surveyor, respectively. They've been working on the simulation for me for some time now. Interesting pair, those two.
Yeah,
Some
the
of
Stream
staff wish to
Raiders
bring
like
Tilly along
battle.
on the cruise as a
It's a
junior.
lot more enjoyable
Professors assure me
once
she's
you
up
get
for it.
further in, because there's more enemies, and if you have more people watching on Twitch, there's more, more people participating, and it becomes a much larger battle. But smaller scale, it's fairly
Indeed.
tame.
She'll meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the training, and I'll see you when you're finished.
I've also been doing pretty good at keeping track of what I've been doing. Now, do I remember any of it? Absolutely not. That's why I have a document that goes, this is what I've done. Mostly, at least with what I remember.
I still can't believe I
Mostly,
got
it's
the
the
chief engineer
case
spot. Yes, it's
of
just for the cadet training cruise, but still.
been
How
working
many
a lot
engineers
on
get to
a
go on the cruise, let
Warframe
alone as a
damage
department
sim.
head? This is exciting. Okay. Whew.
I'm really proud of it because it's a case of I got some
Enough about
even
me.
more
Where'd you
complicated
end up?
scans of or doing like trillions of different possibilities down to a minute and a half, which was very satisfying because for a while it would take 30 minutes to do. And the fact that I've gotten down to a minute and a half is amazing. Now, I haven't done any
wondering why you
updates
wanted us to
for
set up
about a
a
week or
program for you.
two.
Now I
'cause
know. Hey, I should warn you, it can get
at
pretty
this
lively.
point, it's a
with the
case
Klingons
of
and
needing to
aggression.
add some more,
I should probably stop telling you about the program now.
or adding additional features to it. I just haven't felt like doing that, actually.
Oh, no, don't worry. You'll do fine. There's no doubt in my mind. Come on, I'll take you there. Surveyor's
But I have been,
Finnegan actually
did have some fun
graduated.
last
I guess the
weekend.
Irish were lucky after all.
Where I did a game jam. This is a nice small one. Made a very basic game on the premise of fight or flee.
No one was assigned to a
And it
Constitution
was
class.
quite
Not even you.
nice and
That's
simple.
crazy.
I did get 3rd place out of
How many
3.
times did you run the Kobayashi Maru?
Technically, there was
Yeah.
5 people who submitted things. However,
To sprint, tap the shift key while
Ooh.
holding.
We better hurry or we'll lose our spot. Oh, I hate running.
They run just like me.
Uh-oh. There's Ev. And she's looking impatient.
There you are. About time. Program's loaded and ready to go. I hope this is your lucky simulator. It's been nothing but bad luck for Kirk.
There's
those are
two
pretty
people,
useful in
one,
phaser training, huh?
or out of the
Too
5
bad
people who
tricorders
put
don't
in
have a stun setting.
submissions
You'd
for the
get top
game jam.
marks. Kidding.
One
I'm
person,
kidding.
their thing
The
didn't
phasers
work.
are in the
They just
armory by the
uploaded the
holodecks. Grab one
.exe,
there.
where they needed to also upload the rest of the files. Which I almost made that mistake as well, technically, but I tested it and went, ah, yes, indeed, it is that issue. That would be the issue.
Running is the worst.
And then another person who had 3rd place before me was disqualified because they had actually submitted something that they had worked on a few months ago. And the rules were only, has to be brand new project. You could reuse things, but it can't be just fully a reused project. And so I got 3rd out of 3 possible, qualified people. But also at the same time, I was not... Oh, cool. I was not worried about getting like a high score in it. There wasn't any rewards.
Just go
It
to
was
the
just
center
a
of the
nice
room.
little case of just trying to...
In combat, right-click on a target and fire your weapon.
Okay, that's let's get close and on. Oh, okay, that punch is very fast. But it was a nice inspiration to just try and do something really simple.
More detail about ground combat will become available.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
Press H to
That's
holster
kinda
and
neat.
draw your weapon.
That's not a bad system for combat, I will say.
Nice work, Cadet. A few points below Severe's personal
And
best,
the other
but
nice
it
thing
was your first
is
try.
that I do have a better
There are plenty
idea of
opportunities
what
to knock her from her
people
perch
might
to the top
actually
of the
want
list
to play.
once we're underway.
And some minor things to make sure, like, ooh, I should make sure that this thing is a thing before calling it good enough. Because sometimes, it's a case of, it's obvious for me, but is it obvious for them? It also means I need to figure out how to do simple animations. Whether it's just a case of an enemy, like a just very simple PNG enemy, like poofing out of existence or poofing into existence. Like very simple things, but something to denote, hey, this changed.
That I
But
do, Cadet.
I will have
First
to
officer
figure
station is
that
yours.
out in the future.
That's if you want it, of course. The bilge officer spot is still open. Thought you might say that. You've done well here, Cadet. I expect that trend to continue, onward and upward, throughout your career. Likewise. I'll see you on the bridge.
Wow, look at you, first officer. You're gonna do a great job. Congratulations. That thing the captain said about the bilge officer spot was pretty funny, though. I mean, we don't even have those anymore. Wait, do we? Anyway, first officer. How does it feel?
What can I say? The captain sees greatness in me.
Whoa, dial it down a little there, Admiral Awesome. If your head gets bigger than 2 meters, you won't fit through any doors. Seriously, Captain Schaefer didn't make that decision lightly. He believes in you, just like me. Even though you got me blown up in the Kobayashi Maru. Awkward. Well, we should get going to the shuttle bay. Everybody's waiting for the ceremonial send-off toast. Guess.
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
Oh, cool. H is to draw and hold. Through the shuttle bay.
All of the senior staff is waiting just ahead. I know Vulcans don't get nervous, but the rest of us do, and this is our first real assignment, so, how you gonna play it? Inspirational? Heartwarming? No. Just try not to be too logical, okay? It's a toast, not a debate. Anyway, I'll meet you at the bar. No pressure. You'll do great.
I'm pretty sure the game audio is loud enough. I wouldn't be surprised if I've messed that up. Also, I have actually adjusted where my mic is. Granted, it is in the same place it's been for our last few streams, but it is pretty much just right in front of me now, instead of off to the side. Begin the speech. Having been one of your classmates for the past 4 years, I have had ample opportunity to study your reactions in many different situations. As your first officer, it is logical that I use this information to best instruct you on how to carry out your orders. We will operate efficiently and effectively, and I ask no more of you than I ask of myself.
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Indeed. Let's go.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Ooh, look over there. That's the Glen, one of the new Crossfield class ships. No one really knows much about her or her capabilities. Well, at Starfleet Academy anyway. Maybe we'll work on a ship like that someday. For now, our ship's here. She's a Malachowski class, Captain Schaefer's pride and joy. Good speed for her class, definitely maneuverable. A stout, solid, battle-proven design, for sure. I can't wait to see what she can do. Let's land and find out.
I'm definitely enjoying how this game looks so far. We'll see once it actually comes to active gameplay loop, but so far it's been quite nice.
Okay, we need to check in with the deck officer first, then head to our stations. Oh man, I cannot wait to see the engine room. My engine room. Yeah!
The voice actor is definitely doing a good job. I will also say, these are actually like really good voice acting. Like maybe not professional level,
Sylvia
but
Tilly, acting chief engineer,
it
reporting
feels
for
like it.
duty.
Welcome aboard. What's your name, cadet? Yes, here we are. Acting First Officer. You're all set.
Also, I do love games that allow you to like fully name a character instead of just like character name. It's like, what's the character's name? Like name-wise, and not just, here is the character name. This is what they're referred to.
Report to Captain Schaefer on the bridge. He's been expecting you. Use the turbolift behind me.
Nope. Oh, okay. Either way is good to go. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-da-da, bum, bum. Oh yeah, oops, I keep doing that. I am having a good
there you
time
are.
going through a
Computer,
bunch of different
note the executive
MMOs.
officer has reported for duty in the ship's log.
This is
Welcome aboard, XO.
the last or second last MMO before I switch to the MMOs that I routinely play. We'll see if there's any difference
time.
in attitude
All
when
decks
I'm
are reported in.
between them.
We're ready to get underway. Let's start
Wouldn't be
things simple by
surprised
getting
if
the
it
old girl
came.
out of dry dock, huh? Contact dock control and get clearance to depart. After we're cleared, close the shuttle bay doors, and disable the tractor moorings.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I, end up going from like, yeah, this is kind of neat, to like, when I'm playing Warframe or WoW, just like, yeah, this is great. Okay.
Dock control has cleared us to depart.
Acknowledged. Carry on.
Shuttle bay doors are closed.
Acknowledged. Carry on.
Yeah. Like how he's sitting there. It's like, nope, you do things.
Erez, take us out. 1/4 impulse. Duly noted, XO. Erez, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
Interesting. I don't actually know what that details.
Cleared from dry
Nice,
dock,
nice,
Captain.
nice. Oh, also.
Acknowledged, Helm. Set a course for Vulcan. Warp 4.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Course laid in, sir.
Okay,
Engage.
we'll let this cutscene play, and then we will switch to the Stream Raiders map.
Incoming transmission.
Captain, I'm picking up a distress call from the SS Fortuna. Audio only.
Put them through, comms.
This is the Fortuna! Can you hear me? So, warp core is failing. We could really use some help here.
Let them know we're on our way. Helm, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, sensors can't read anything in the vicinity of the Fortuna.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, comms. XO,
I will
discuss the
say,
situation.
the models feel a little lifeless, but at the same time, they're well done. It is an interesting combination of, like, the models are good, for the most part, at least in my book, but the animations for when they're talking or doing stuff is, like, simple. Okay, let us switch to Stream Raiders. Wrong button. Switch to Stream Raiders. Wonderful one. We actually had a bunch of people deploy things. That's awesome. Also, I see Sai is here. Hey, Sai. Hope you're doing well. I don't know where all the enemies are. It could potentially just be that one. Put the high ground there. This might be a very, very easy battle where we annihilate the enemy. Okay, there was also there. Little overkill, but we did it. Okay. People are... Oh, so that's the other cool thing with this, is that, like, you can give the gold to the people actually playing, and it is great. It's like, yay! People can have, can get the... Like, I want the gold to go to the people. They're the ones who need it, after all. They're the ones who put more things down. Also, because that was so much easier, I think we can do the more difficult ones. Because we actually have people who are joining in, which is great. Also, definitely should try and make sure I catch more people's streams again. It has been a while, as I've just kind of disappeared from the internet, or at least active groups. Okay. Melee units. I think I just want to use an archer. Yeah. I can probably get away with them. Should be fine using them. But yeah, everyone feel free to join in and deploy some units. In the meantime, I will switch back to Star Trek. I almost called it Star Wars. That would have brought up plenty of rivalry.
Well, XO, you heard the distress call. What are your recommendations?
Ah yes, I'm naive and thinking it's part of a test.
Afraid not. This is the real deal. Per Starfleet regs, we're the closest ship to the Fortuna, so it's our duty to assist.
It is strange that the transmission was audio only. Work for emergency shouldn't affect communications.
Not usually, no. Good instincts. How would you proceed here?
I say shields up. Probably is your best.
Good call. There's something about this that's not sitting right with me.
It could be a trap.
Agreed. Yellow alert. Surveyor, bring the shields up. Get down to the transporter room, XO. I want you to oversee the rescue efforts from there.
And if I had to guess, there will be enemy combatants that come in from the transporter room as we get. Ooh, that's cool.
Desmond, the Fortuna should be in range. Give me an update.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it.
This is a lot different than the training scenarios.
Beaming them over now. Klingons!
Yep, exactly what I thought was gonna happen. He's got launched.
Come in! What happened? Desmond?
He got absolutely launched.
Hold on. We're reading disruptive fire in the transporter room, and Klingons are beaming in on multiple decks. All hands, this is the captain. Repel borders. I repeat, repel borders.
I like that. Repel borders. Your orders, guys? Like, he just said that.
You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself and any security team members you find, and then repel any borders you come across. You let us worry about that. Right now, I need you doing what you can to get those Klingons off my ship. Bet you're glad you took that phaser course now, huh? Shoot straight and stay safe down there.
Over here, Exo. We need you to unlock the armory.
Gotta unlock the
You have to enter the
armory.
command codes!
Authorizing. Why is it a 3-second
Rebel rifle!
cast?
We need to deal with the Klingons!
Actually, legitimately, why does it take? Actually, I guess 3 seconds isn't that much. It just seems like it. Inventory. Inventory. Ooh, sniper shot.
Yeah! Let's show these Klingons how Starfleet fights!
An item has dropped for you.
Andre!
Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Okay. Yep, I've already. Honestly, more badass than I was expecting my character to be. Oh! That's no good. That was quite too slow, I must say.
Hey, I'm reading a hull breach near the transporter room.
You have recovered a hypo spray. You can use this.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
You're on the right side of the safety field. Huh.
Sure. Okay, I still need to get this one. Oh, I need to get this one. Perfect. I always love different.
Damage to enemies by flanking them. Try
Oh,
attacking your enemies on their sides
I heard.
or behind them.
I do very much enjoy being able to just run up and knock them away with the by a punch, or in this case, rifle butting them. Also, I like that you can actually get bonuses for flanking. A lot of games do not have bonuses for
I think
flanking.
they were going to engineering. Better hurry. There's a lot of them.
Security to engineering. We are
Revive.
under attack.
Also, that's cool. You get out of things because you're too stubborn to be, knocked down. Or, stunned. Kept stunned or that. Nicely done.
We're reading Klingon boarding parties on multiple decks, XO. Our security teams are spread thin. I need you to get to engineering and keep it secure. It's bound to be a priority target for the enemy.
On my way, on my way, on my way. Yeah, so far this is pretty fun. I think also part of it is it reminds me of KOTOR with the thin hallways that look very much. Oh, cool! We have a dodgeball. That has very, very much like this. I mean, I think it's just a good old-fashioned case of sci-fi and small corridors.
Lead the way, XO. We've got your back.
Press C to crouch. Crouching is a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks. Press X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon gives a bonus to damage.
So middle mouse button is something else. Oh. X is for aiming. Oh, that's even cooler. Alright. Looks like this way. Gotta open this door. Oh, please.
Move!
Oh,
Oh, am I glad to see you.
boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. Didn't turn my there is. It's a two-way thing. I get flanking damage on targets, but enemies also can get flanking damage on me. It looked like they
You
were
have no
just
idea how happy I
pointing
am to
at
see
my
you.
face.
They were looking for something in here. Can't imagine what, though. I mean, they have warp and impulse tech. What else would be in engineering? Especially since the ship's a complete mess thanks to them. Is there a part they didn't shoot? Sorry, I could really use your help, since you're here.
Eh. Okay. Rolls. Oh. I'm going to have... There's no custom... There doesn't seem to be custom settings, which is... Okay, talk to her.
As I was saying, the ship's taken a lot of damage. I'll do what I can to get the essentials online, but I could use some help. See anything you could do in here?
I can reinforce the ship's shields, at the very least.
Okay. Our sensor systems took a beating in the fight. Targeting navigational, environmental, it's not good.
Also,
We need to
thank
get
you
it back
everyone
online.
who are lurking.
You can
I do
initialize the
appreciate it.
navigational
It's actually
sensor
really
from
cool
the center
seeing so many
console
people
Do the
watching
same thing to
and
the other sensors at the
interacting
two
with
consoles
the
by the
filmmakers.
wall across from me.
I
Sound
might
good?
have to start doing more morning streams again, except for the fact that I can't. Because of the fact that I work. Actually, to be fair, it is quite literally a case, I guess Tuesdays I can do morning streams, and technically weekends. But yeah, Monday through Friday, save Tuesday, I'm working. And I've been trying to look for more full-time jobs, which just will mean I'll be even busier. Assuming I can get.
Okay, warp core stable. Life support is...
That's actually really fun.
Yes.
I'm really glad that they have quests that are like, hey,
Safety fields engaged.
your character's
Shipwide
good
comms
like
online.
good with this. They're doing this quest instead. And I like when you have characters that
We're taking
thing
casualties, and the Klingons could send
that
more
are
boarding
just like,
parties at
hey,
any time. Do what you need
you
to do down
made
there,
your character
and report to
like
the
this.
bridge.
It gets to do this extra thing. It's fun. And it also means it's much more impactful when you make other characters that are different.
Head back to the bridge.
Because then it's like, ooh, I get to do this. Things lift a little bit up.
Prepare for...
Well, I try to help with shields.
Who is in command here? Speak now!
I'm Captain Schaefer, and you are?
I am Ja'ula of House Mokai. Surrender
This
now,
is how I get my own ship.
still able.
Request denied. Get off my ship. Get off my ship.
If you insist, Captain. So true.
Ah, she took the captain. I figured he was gonna be dead. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, get away, suckers.
Secure the bridge. Repel
Wrong
boarders.
button.
The Klingons are gone. So is the captain. I'll try to find the Klingon ship.
Ah. You.
That was intense. Klingons. We just fought Klingons.
Your medical assistance was adequate and necessary. I thank you.
And good. Things working. Wonderful, wonderful.
I'll be okay. Thanks to you. I owe you one.
Wonder what I'll do after the stream. Well, for certain, I'll end up playing some more Fate. I've been having a lot of fun with Fate recently. I even made an auto fishing
Incoming transmission.
tool thing. Program. That's what it is. Or script. And it's very simple. And isn't too important.
Captain!
But it is a case of...
Silence! Surrender your ship and all classified data within it to me. Immediately!
But it is quite fun. Just to use, because it's like, I made this. That is very unfortunate though, Hiker, that that you can't...
Follow my orders to the letter.
Fire
on my position.
Oh, that's good. But, you know, that you need 100 followers or more. That is unfortunate. But I guess not too surprising. Okay.
What do we do now?
Oh, we fire on their position. The voiceless, I will say that's potentially going to be the biggest issue. Is cases of no voiced audio. I can understand it's difficult, because, you know, it makes sense. But that is definitely something I really enjoyed with the Old Republic. Or Star Wars The Old Republic, is the fact that brain always shuts down mid-sentence. is the fact that characters you could set character voices for your own characters, and it was very satisfying hearing them talk, especially because Belver, he had a very similar voice to what I actually like to use for him. Which is also potentially inspired some of how I said it.
We're still here. Most of us, anyway.
Well, I'm
Captain,
glad there's another
look,
reason to enjoy my stream. It is why
and you followed it. If you hadn't, we'd probably all be dead now.
It is why
So,
I started doing it again. It is for that, like, ooh, here's
with you.
thing.
Let's make his sacrifice count.
I plan. I look at my thing. I've played a few others like Neverwinter, Lord of the Rings Online. Which, by the way, if you like the Lord of the Rings Lord of the Rings universe, online isn't too bad. It's very generic MMORPG, but that aside, like, it's nice, simple, it's free. I've also played Trove. What other things? Trove, Neverwinter, and there's one more I've already forgotten. Oh, Villagers and Heroes, which again is a very generic MMORPG. But past that, going forward, I potentially will play SWTOR, aka Star Wars: The Old Republic. Elder Scrolls Online. WoW, both classic and retail. And technically I could count Warframe as the MMO, but I think more so for MMORPGs. I have not played or heard of those, I'll be honest. I have not played or heard, so I shall mark them down. Also, I try to write it down via Aeon, and it tried to autocorrect it to Aaron. I was like, no, that's not how that works. I'm the captain of the ship. I don't know what I'm doing. That's good. I will say that, like, solid probably 70% of the games that I played at one point, back in the ages of everything was an MMO, only about like 7 of them survived, and or I should say about 7 out of like the 30 or so. There's so many that were dead, or died just last year. Like, they had been going, not necessarily good, hence why they died last year. But it was wild, like, dang, if I did this if I did this thing before, if I did this before, I would have had a bunch more MMOs to play through. Yeah, and exactly. It is just a case of, with a lot of free-to-play MMOs, there's a combination of, are they better than others? You know, and then how's the monetization? Because if you have an issue with not monetized enough, you can't pay to keep the service going because server costs are too much. But at the same time, if you over monetize, people don't play it because it's too, pay to win, and then you don't get enough money. So it's a difficult balance.
All decks have reported in. We took some casualties and sickbay is full. All systems have taken damage, but some were hit worse than others. Life support is stable. Past that, it's not exactly optimal.
Working on it, but something's jamming our long-range comms on all frequencies.
Keep trying. What's the status of the Klingon ship?
Still running under cloak. We knocked them around pretty good before they slinked off with their tail between their legs. That said, we're in rough shape ourselves.
I want to know. Did I show up? No. Oh, it does. Okay. Don't know what they actually end up doing, but really good to know. Oh, we can put forward shield. Okay, I'm already enjoying this game a little bit more. I always love it with things like this. It's also something with the Star Wars Old Republic. The ship battles, you get to have directional shields as well. And it is very enjoyable. Because there's nothing more enjoyable than like full power forward and then diving in, or not necessarily diving in, but rather actually sniping. And any hit you take is like, nope, I've got a lot of shields that just don't sneak up on.
Damage control teams are assigned. We've put out all the fires and started patching the hull breaches, but it's gonna take a while.
That's good.
We'll get the critical systems back online as soon as we're able, Captain.
Still reading their distress signal. I can break through the jamming at short range. Shall I hail them?
Yes, let us see how they are doing.
Opening hailing frequencies now, Captain.
Fortuna, this is the USS Lord C. What is your status?
Greetings, Captain. Thank you for coming to my aid. I must apologize. I sent the distress signal under duress. I'm sure you'll do the same with a Klingon disruptor pointed at your head.
So you were the bait, I take it?
Quite so, Captain. Our Klingon friends took pains to make my plight look convincing, to the point of damaging my warp drive beyond function. At the risk of wearing out my welcome, would you be so kind and assist me? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
I'll see what we can do.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Coming to a full stop, Captain. Apologies. I'll wait for your command from now on.
Getting.
They need 3 or 4 warp induction coils tops. We can spare a few.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
Thanks. Oh, and good luck with the Klingons, my young friend. You'll need it.
Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't want to fight Klingons in a tub like that either. Speaking of Klingons...
Engineering? Status report, please.
We have a problem. Most of our plasma injectors are a wreck. See, plasma injectors are made to take a beating, but this damage goes way beyond what would happen in a fight. Pretty sure the Klingons sabotaged them when they boarded us. They wanted to strand us here. Tamam is installing our spare injectors, but we're 3 short. Without those, we can't go to warp.
What are your recommendations?
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here, Captain. There's wreckage throughout the system. I recommend scanning the derelicts nearby. We may be able to find and recover
my favorite thing.
Plasma injectors
Oh,
from the
man.
wreckage.
I do very much actually enjoy like salvaging old things. Like, yes, let us make this thing useful.
I'm picking up a few compatible parts in the wreckage. Blast off the outer casings on those units, and we can get what we need.
Neat. They look like giant.
Press the space bar to fire energy weapons.
Little starfish, called wheat, digging through scraps. Pathetic.
Ugh, she is getting on my last nerve.
Ooh. Let's take item.
Okay, these injectors are a little beat up, but I can work with them.
Wonderful
Some
one.
of these are real top-shelf tech.
It's going
Type J,
just
the 2-meter
wonderfully.
flow, modulating reserves, and those sweet new commodars.
Work speed, working. do work fast if you can.
Gonna need a little time to get these installed. I'd rather not breach the core after we go to work because of a full system meltdown. And that can happen with dicey injectors.
Alright.
Right. I'm on it, Captain.
While engineering deals with the warp core, we're stuck here. We need critical systems back online ASAP. It's a sure bet the Klingons are making repairs, and they aren't as safety concerned as we are. They might be back and shooting faster than we'd like.
Need to find what's jamming our pump.
We're on it, Captain. I located several Klingon military satellites nearby. Ian thinks we'll be able to reach Starfleet if we destroy the satellites, and I agree. Besides, we could use a little more target practice.
I will say, I do enjoy weapons.
Target destroyed. 2 more to go.
Perfect. Slow down.
You are persistent, little cold.
Yep. Oh, I see.
Long-range comms are back, Captain. Shall I send the distress signal?
I see. The shields and intel. Okay, I got it. Distress signal. Bum 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 bum. Also, I was really expecting
That Klingon ship took some real damage during the fight. I bet she's leaking plasma all over the place.
Oh, we did damage? I didn't notice.
No argument here. I'd rather not get blown up by Klingons on a cadet cruise. Or, you know, ever, really. Scanning now. Oh, yes! I found it!
Wonderful.
Sending you the data now. We can trace their plasma signature right back to the source. It'll show up on the map.
Cool.
It's pretty far from us. We should travel at full impulse to reach it. This will temporarily take power from the other systems, but vastly improve our speed.
I
Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Baka! Your death will be swift.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow.
Cool.
Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again. Activate high yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1.
Oh.
High yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Klingon ships,
Cool.
decloaking, Captain!
Definitely a little bit difficult to get used to 3D combat. Oh. I'm used to also being able to right click and drag for turning.
Captain, while we have the opportunity, it might not be a bad idea to review some of the basic Starship combat files. Wouldn't hurt to be ready when the next group of enemies attack us out here.
That's a good idea. I haven't played this before today. Oh, thank you. So, okay, so space fires everything. I was thinking it was just the basic lasers. Basic lasers. Oh, also, that's cool that it'll auto. Nice. Thank you. Also, let us switch to Stream Raiders for this battle. Yeah, we got a good. Can I curse them both? No. Still might be our best bet. So, I can curse those two. Hopefully. So. let's get this battle started. I think we'll do quite well. Ooh, yes. Exactly what I was hoping. Oh no. That one did that. My dude's like, I'm a mage. I stay away from all that. My pathing is not doing the greatest. Luckily, everyone else's army does wonders. Good job, everyone. Good job, and everyone gets gold, and Grant gets a vampire. I haven't used the vampire before, mostly because it's really crunchy. Start the battle. Okay. It takes a while sometimes. Okay, what do we have? Flying units, so we want some range, some form of anti-air. They are melee units. I'm going to use a vampire. Might not be the best idea, but I was talking about the vampire, so I want to use it now. Okay, that is good and start. But let us switch back to Star Trek and have some fun. Okay, good to know. That's also mostly... Oh! Oh, that's also cool. We got front and back. Nice. Ah, yep, classic. Okay. I want to be not facing them. I want to be to a side. Huh?
It would be wise not to follow me. Cowardly, but wise.
Remember, though high-yield torpedo is powerful, it's practically useless against shielded foes.
Also, I like how it's just a little bit off.
Tamav and I need time to get the plasma injectors installed. Please don't break anything else.
Okay. Oh, I'm hoping that... Okay. Yeah. That's great. Nice, nice. And boom. There you go. Okay. In the hang of it. Yeah, space definitely is. It's the default, I believe. Oh, interesting. Explosions actually do damage.
It's a Starfleet vessel, the Zabrova.
But yeah, space is the default. Fire everything. Okay.
This is Captain Thykir Shran. We've received your signal. What happened here?
You were ambushed by Klingons, Captain.
I see. Ever since they acquired their cloaking device, they've been getting bold, even for Klingons. You're lucky to be alive, Cadet. Which reminds me, you're on Captain Schaefer's ship. Where is he?
He was captured and taken to the Klingon ship. They killed him after he ordered us to fire on his position.
And did you follow his orders?
Yes, sir.
I see. Unfortunate. I served with Anton on the Endeavor. He was a fine officer. We could use more like him. I take it you're the acting captain then?
I am indeed.
Very well. Schaefer didn't place trust in his officers lightly. If he chose you to be his XO, he knew you could get the job done. I'll expect the same. Our first order of business is getting your ship and crew to safety. We'll escort you to make sure you get back in one piece.
What about the Klingons, sir? They're still out here.
I'm sure they are. And if they're foolish enough to come back looking for a fight, they'll get one. In the meantime, set a course for our position. Sabrova, out.
Yes, sir.
Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will divert power from your other shield.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know what that.
So, the wolf now fights with its cubs, eh? No matter.
Then I was hitting the wrong button.
Stay focused. Hit them where they're
Yeah.
weak, and hit them hard.
Okay. Oh, I do love the fact that your people say like, oh, their shields are down. Time for a cannon. I don't know if that's just tutorial stuff, but it is enjoyable. Need to get closer. Oh, okay. And they have retreated. Yes, I know.
We were on our way to check in on another Starfleet vessel when we received your distress signal. That vessel is
Oh, that's
still not
cool.
responding to hails.
That's what. So that's what these do.
I'm beginning to fear the worst. I'm going to
They
investigate,
adjust
and I
the
want you to
balance
join
of
me.
power.
If the Klingons are up to no good in that system, I'll need backup. I know it's asking
That
a
is
lot,
cool, actually.
but we're at war. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet. You have your orders.
Okay, that's also good to know. Roughly the distance. Okay. I'll take that as a good tip.
This feels wrong, doesn't it? I mean, the captain just got killed by a House Mokai matriarch over something she thought we had on board. Shouldn't we be chasing her instead?
Sam's the senior officer here. We have our order.
You're right. You're right. For all we know, this Ja'ula could be behind what happened to that other ship. We should help them. I'll get back down to engineering, Captain. We are ready to go to warp when you are.
Engage warp. You. Oh, that's cool. And I like that. That's a nice, simple way to do it. Well, that's very good too. But yeah, and the distance tip is a really good way to put it. Or a good, not put it, but very good tip, because that's actually really nice to know. I always love those kind of things of getting that distance right to go out of the whatever super speed thing. Because a lot of games enjoy here's a super speed thing, but make sure to slow down, or, in this case, get power to the other systems. And I like that the power isn't instant. It's nice, gradually gets adjusted.
We've arrived, Captain. I'm
Reroute
reading
it,
the
I guess, would be the
Ticonderoga
right
dead
word.
ahead. Our orders are to make contact with them and find out why they haven't responded to our hails.
Very good. Set a course for Ticonderoga. Oh, I can change. Okay. Okay, cool. That's actually also really cool. Hello. I'm going to call you Nemesis, unless you want me to call you something else. But hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. That was the... Oh, thing. Oh, hurt. Yep. Buttons. Slightly difficult at times. Oh. Wonderful. Ian, can I get you to boost the signal?
On it. Compensating for local interference now. Hailing frequencies open, Captain.
Ticonderoga, this is the Void Seeker. Please respond.
Can't say I was expecting either of you out here. Care to fill me in?
I also do try and do different voices between me just talking and then whatever character I'm playing in game. I'm in command of the Voice Seeker. Captain Sean ordered me to join him here.
That's the start of an answer. Captain Schron, perhaps you'd care to fill in the details?
Something happened. I heard something happen. I don't think I saw something pop up. Okay, I heard it, but I'm literally not seeing anything. Something happened, but literally my activity feed has not updated. It sounded like most likely in case someone followed. But my activity feed isn't showing anything. Did someone follow YouTube-wise? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that might have been it. Because I realized that wouldn't show up on my activity feed for Twitch because it happened on YouTube. I realized I don't have like a dashboard, like a Twitch stream manager for YouTube videos or YouTube stream, or at least I don't have that set up properly. Yeah, I've had one for. I've technically had one for quite a while. I think 5 years. No, not 5. Actually, now that makes me question how long have I had this thing? Maybe if I. Videos oldest 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. Oh, wild! It's been 5 years.
The cadets were ambushed by Klingons. Captain Schaefer was killed in the attack, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Sabrova was escorting them back to Seoul. When we couldn't contact you, I decided to alter course and investigate. Now,
sometimes
what's the situation here, Captain Durant?
The bots I have. Sometimes I have the tools working properly, and sometimes it's been a long enough break that the Twitch or whatever bots break. Also, I'm glad you have fun with the game, Nemesis. I've just started today. We're going about an hour, and so far this has been really fun.
Reports of Klingon activity in the region.
This actually might be one of the few games that I'm like, I might actually continue playing this.
And using this as a staging ground. As you can see, the area plays havoc with our systems. We've already launched 9 probes.
It's quite enjoyable.
We can do an in-depth scan of the area.
And there isn't any other game. Ah, okay, that is good to know. That is good to know. That is hard. I will definitely reach out if I have any issues. Yeah. None of the other games I've really played
All 3 ships
have gameplay like this. Ground combat, yes, but the actual spaceship stuff.
Any questions?
Well, I guess the Star Wars, the Old Republic MMO does have ship gameplay that's somewhat similar to this. Except for it's one of those modes that just is never really important. I have fun with it, but I just never do it because the rewards are like non-existent. Okay. No question, Captain.
This may be the worst simple trip to Vulcan ever.
Bet you wish you were
Yeah.
back at the academy.
Yeah, Sator really is mostly just your standard MMORPG for gameplay wise. Yeah, I can fully agree. I mean, there's a reason why. Oh. Okay, yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I immediately like, ooh, this is enjoyable. Buttons. once I started doing the ship content. It's just there's something about that's very enjoyable.
Something off in the readings.
Gotta let the cat out. Thank you, whoever placed down the epic unit. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Move. I'll have to keep that in mind. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I definitely think I'll end up playing this more after I finish doing today's stream, both in my own time and just in general. Oh.
Durant here. Are you seeing the same ETA radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
I've determined that it is a problem with our sensor's tachyon setting.
My science officer suggested the same thing, but it seems you're already aware of it. Nicely done. We'll perform a tachyon pulse wave and see if that solves the issue. Report your findings once your final scan is complete.
The deflector is realigned to emit a reverse tachyon pulse wave, Captain.
Close that. I'm so used to tutorial like pop-ups auto closing once you've done the thing that I keep forgetting to close them out. Sure. Oh! Oh, that was very satisfying. I can see why you all enjoy the ship content. It's very enjoyable.
Did we just fight the Klingons again?
Yes, and we survived.
Ooh, that was lucky. Half the systems down here are bypassed like a Christmas tree, Captain. We can't take much more combat. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not a miracle worker.
You're doing quite fine. Remember your training. We can do this.
Ticonderoga is under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
I got it. Keep in mind 12. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, with no shields and own time. Yeah. That's a lot of explosions. Also, I keep forgetting that I need to make sure I'm not too close to explosions because they can actually improve. I should probably also link my video.
Taking heavy fire here. Request immediate assistance.
Okay, shield down. Oh, they might have got shield back up. Earth, I don't need to keep going up. I will definitely see the 3D element definitely makes it a little bit more difficult for me. Never been good with 3. Ooh, even more. Good job, Beth. Oh, I enjoy this beam. It is a very cool beam weapon.
You are Starfleet officers.
Ah, classic reflection. I do appreciate you watching the stream. But very unfortunate that you died. Hello, Astro, or Alligator. Whichever one you prefer. That's the word. I am terrible with words. They just, my brain was just like, nah.
There's too many of them.
Cool. I don't know if you mean in the Stream Raiders or in Star Trek. Either way, it's pretty cool.
More of them inbound, Captain. Like
That one's
They're leaving, most likely for a more valuable target. Concentrate fire on the remaining vessels.
Yeah. I very much enjoy the fact that the missiles are useless against shield, and so it's one of those things you time. It's just so satisfying. Ah, that's really cool. Oh, discovered. I was literally thinking you were saying starting out with the disco, like I don't remember what disco, but you know the dance.
Warp signatures. Their most likely target is the Corvan system. There's a dilithium mine there, one we can't afford to lose to the Klingons.
What is the status of the Ticonderoga?
The Ticonderoga was badly damaged and they took heavy casualties as well. Medical tells me Captain Durant was injured, but she'll recover in time. We're still working on triage and restoring the ship's critical systems, which leads me to our next course of action.
Oh, okay. That's good to know as well.
I want you to go to the Corvan system and warn them about the Klingons.
What about you, Captain?
The Sabroba is better equipped to hold off further Klingon attacks and assist the Ticonderoga here. We'll do what we can to delay them, but it'll be up to you to warn the people of Corvan.
Understood. We'll set a course for Corvan.
We have to make our way to Corvan as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn them. Are you ready to go?
Depart. Also, a bunch of people placed them. Nice and cool.
Red alert! All hands, battle station!
I was like, I'm expecting a bunch of enemy ships. And at first I wasn't seeing anything. That's exactly what I was expecting. Utter death. But we had to get out of there so we can deliver them.
Remotely hail your contact by clicking on the hail icon along the right side of the mission tracker.
Oh, cool.
You need to warn the Corvan colony about the Klingons. We'll do what we can to hold off the Klingons here and repair the Ticonderoga.
I don't know how but I kind of forgot, yes, this is an MMORPG, meaning there is gear and loot and such. Okay. I'm actually very much like, might be. It has been a while since I've been like, ooh, this is really cool.
You are now congratulations. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Ooh.
Use M to open up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course and set your ship to automatically fly to it.
Oh, okay. Oh. Ooh. Where's the... Okay. My ship is very hard to see. Ah.
We're giving her all she's got, Captain. I hope we get there in time.
Barely see my little thing. I have no idea what this is. What does this mean? Ooh. Kinda cool, but I don't want. Oh, I can zoom. Yeah. Whee! Oh, that's kind of cool. So, while I'm doing this, might as well look. Oh, that makes sense. there's a lot more stuff. Definitely a lot more stuff. Oh yeah, does seem to be the wedding. That's kind of cool. Ah, that is also. I mean, that makes sense. It's a standard, go through tutorial. Don't have anything, to try and make it too busy. I wonder how active it is actually. Like once I get out of the tutorial stuff, because I know with a lot of the other MMOs I played, where I was at, but not the necessarily where active things were. Like the other MMOs, there'd be like 3 or 4 people, except for Trove. Trove had like a lot of people still actively
Looks like
playing,
we got here before
which
the
is kind of
Klingons,
cool.
Captain. We should make the most of this advantage. What are your orders?
We need to warn the colonists.
I've managed to establish comms with the colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting him through now.
On screen.
Hello, Captain. What can I do for you?
The Klingon attack force is coming. You must evacuate.
Run that by me again. Your signal's breaking up. Did you say Klingons? What about them?
Klingons are coming, Chief. You have to evacuate. Ian, what just happened?
We just lost contact with Corvan 2, Captain. Something's blocking all subspace signals in this area. There's a comm satellite nearby. It should boost our signal so we can warn the ships and the colony.
Very well. Iris, set a course.
The SAT uses our security protocols. We should be able to access it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to get used to different keybinds, because there's more things than just like WASD 1 through 5. That's really cool. It makes sense. Standard MMO style. Ooh, cool. I do love when games have that kind of scaling where a friend can come in, play with, their low-level friend, and not be just annihilating everything. Like, actually be at, play at similar
Hails are still
level.
blocked. The Klingons may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Orders, Captain?
Desmond, could we look onto the colonists? I'm not sure what look onto means. Also, it looks like the formatting was shifted a little bit.
Not from orbit, Captain. The Klingons are disrupting transporter operations at the local level.
Oh, okay.
Colonial evacuations on a mass scale could be
okay, that makes sense as well.
problematic. We may have to try to hold the Klingons here until Starfleet reinforcements arrive.
Let us help however we can.
Klingon forces inbound on an attack vector, Captain.
Those civilians won't last long against Klingons. We need to help them.
Our shield. Oh, photon cannon away. I'm ready. Turn some more. Yeah. Broadsides do wonders. Also, I keep forgetting, explosion potentially dangerous. Bad timing. Oh, also good to know. They're just on this thing. Yeah. Empire thing. Yeah. Oh, that was satisfying. Okay. Got that one. Okay. 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 Disengage super speed. And boom. Do want to use this, see how that works. And let's speed up a little bit. Okay, should I try and do that? Yep, broadside. And boom. Ah, that was satisfying. I like that. That was
Captain,
definitely
I have
enjoyable.
short-range comms again. Long-range signals are still blocked. I've updated the colony. However, the Klingons have started to send down attack squads. What are your orders?
We'll do what we can to protect the colony.
Captain,
Okay.
the civilians are trying to fight the Klingon landing craft.
I think I can break through the Klingon jamming and hail the civilians.
Yeah.
Civilian vessels,
Over here?
disengage immediately. I repeat,
Over here?
disengage.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
Oh. Good to know. Whoops.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of
Yep,
the system,
yep,
Captain.
yep, yep.
Target's shields have failed.
That's a lot more satisfying. Oh, didn't know that. Right up on. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh yeah, it'll definitely take some damage.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Bad positioning on my part. My best shot.
Captain, the miners won't be able to hold off the Klingons for
Okay,
long.
okay, I
I'm
think I
reading
can
more
keep
enemy
that in
ships
mind.
on long-range
Now,
sensors
can I
as well.
actually
It will be
execute
longer
that and
for the
do that?
colony is overrun.
It's a
I recommend
decent
we beam
50-50.
down to help the miners while we can.
Ability's not the best, even with good instruction. Okay, let's switch though to Stream Reader really quickly to do the battle. Let us curse all of these harpies again. Technically harp. Actually, I don't remember what the lore for harpies and like Greek mythology is. I want to say the curse. Could easily just not be that, and I'm just like, yeah, they're definitely cursed. I was not expecting the Wilhelm screen. I mean, I should have, because it's fairly common. Yeah, they didn't do anything. Whoever put the bomb thrower did wonders, I will say. And oh, nice! I got another vampire. So I got the Lancer. That would be quite useful. Everybody got some gold. Okay, enemies over time. I think I can just put out a monk since we're actually having people join in. So I should put out a monk. So I can actually support people instead of like do it myself. Okay. Back to some more fun with Star Trek. I keep saying it, but this has been really fun. I will say I will probably have to wrap up after this next Stream Raiders battle, as it'll be about 2 hours. Wouldn't be surprised if my energy is getting a little low by then. Also, getting towards lunch. I wasn't expecting to go this long, so I might get hungry. Okie dokie. Also, I like that we have an ally. I do enjoy having allies.
According to our readings,
in
over half the
combat
colony has been overrun by the Klingons. At the rate they're moving, this area will fall in less than an hour.
Understood. Let's do what we can to help the colonies.
Right. Lead the way, Captain. I've got...
Lay the gate closed! We have to get out of here! Starfleet's here!
Oh, thank goodness.
Talk to her.
Thanks. We didn't think anyone got our distress signal. Glad that's not true. We were about to surrender. We didn't have any weapons. We do have some spare armor suits for you and your officers.
I like our armor.
They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Chief Smythe and some of the others are still in there. I know it's asking a lot, but if you can, please, save them. Here are the codes to the gate. You have to save the Chief and the others.
Get some armor. Thanks.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers.
I can gear up my allies as well. There's something I always enjoy about games where you get to have additional companions and get to gear them up. It is just very satisfying to me. Maybe I need to play some more Dungeon Siege as well.
There's a lot of Klingons down there.
Buttons. Yep. Oh. Oh. I like how this one's just like the echoes of his death. The echoes of his death were just like, yep.
Starfleet can't help you now. Please, stop!
Oh.
Help!
Also probably will mess around with settings after the... Oh no! That guy just got vaporized. Ooh! Attack. Oh! Ooh! That was a grenade!
We're saved!
I just love the timing on that. Just like, ooh, that was a grenade. We're safe.
Captain. No sign of Zabrova or Ticonderoga.
Ooh, that's not good. Ah, love it. Might be something I'm missing there. Also, I love how I rescued people. Did it? Hello. Hurt. It's going to take a while to get used to the keyboards. That's for sure. Ooh. I just read your stuff about a carrier thing, and I'm like, ooh, that has definitely piqued my interest because I love carriers as well. Now, I still might have some issues with it just due to personal ability, but carriers are just always super cool. Like any game I end up playing that has like make your own kind of ships, they also have a tendency to be tend to have some form of fighters, and you can make carriers. They're wonderful things. Oh, here's the thing. I backed away for some reason.
I'm glad you're here. As I'm sure you can guess, we're all a little on edge. If it wasn't for Fletcher visiting family here, might have eaten a disruptor place by now. Not to be critical, but where are the rest of you?
This is it. The Void Seeker is in orbit. We're down as it is.
Oh, that's not good. We're in big trouble. These Klingons mean business. They've locked us out of the mine. Probably down there robbing us blind while we speak. No way we can beam anyone down to stop them. And they've probably killed all our security there by now.
Yeah, I can believe that, but luckily I should be able to, well, I guess you could be a good judge of, if I can reasonably get it within a year free to play. Because I'm totally fine just doing it step by step.
We're definitely going to need that help. There's some gear in those crates. Use it.
And gear in crates? Yep, this crate. Townhouse. No, I was thinking this thing, but both are fixed. That's it. I just more health. Oh, is it here? For a buck? Oh, what is it? What is this? No. Does she get to use this? Who uses? Thank you for the follow. Also, just realized the alert box is on the other side. I thought of that.
But I have an idea. Hear me out, okay?
Ooh, okay. That is good to know. So it is definitely a much longer game free to play wise. That is good to know. Though I still probably will end up playing for a good bit. Because this has been fun.
I think we can hook up the field emitter to the power core and modify it to broadcast a field over the entire facility. It's a short-term solution, but it could be what we need to keep the Klingons from getting any more of their troops down there.
That just might work.
I know, right? Well, first things first. I'm reading a device at the base of the mine entrance. If you can set up a jumper between it and the main command console, you'll be able to reroute the field's power flow. That'll open up the mine for you and set up things for my plan.
Alright, we'll reroute the power.
Alright, we're in business. Almost. I'm gonna need someone to be my hands down there.
Okay, I go over here. Talk to the chief.
Hey, nice work. Perfect timing, too. I can hear the Klingons coming. We're about to have some really unpleasant company.
We'll deal with the Klingon. Can you reroute the power?
Let me your communicator. If your engineer can walk me through it, I'll get the job done. Just keep him off me, okay?
Okay, we will. Work fast, Chief.
Right. Here they come. Let them have it.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to pull the actuator, invert it, and jam it back in. Trust me.
Nope, I'm done.
Okay,
Go.
it's in there. I think I got it.
Now manually cycle the power while forcing a short through the jumper.
Oh, that was another first. Okay, more Klingons come.
Oh, and don't electrocute yourself. Please.
I think I did. So definitely, I think they'll end up dying. No, I think they have main character syndrome where they won't die. That at least makes it easy.
Look, I'm doing this as fast as I can. I'm a miner, not an engineer. Almost there, almost there.
3 more. Nice. Ah, okay, so this game also uses that. Because I know about Zen from Neverwinter. I think that also uses it. I think it's complete. So that's also kind of good to know. Also, I wonder if it's a case of I could easily farm in Neverwinter, trade the Astral Diamonds for Zen. Don't use them in Neverwinter, use it in here. I mean, potentially, I would actually have to check that. Knowledge. Stand by, Chief. Thanks for your help.
Least I could do. Thank you for putting your lives on the line here. We won't forget
Wow.
it.
Yeah, no, that is
You didn't
actually,
have to come
that is
help
fun.
us.
And yeah, that lines up with what I know as well.
We're really happy you did.
With the at least Neverwinter's kind of
There's
stuff.
no way I'm sitting around and letting the Klingons take this place without a fight. Oh, and sorry about that whole phaser in the face thing earlier. Won't happen again.
Don't worry about it. Or the Klingon.
Klingons worry about me, not the other way around. Let's go.
I'm gonna do. Snipe him in the. Actually, very sad.
You Klingons aren't so tough when your target shoots back, huh?
Oh. that is enjoy. That is satisfying. Whoops. I was reading your comments, but I practically ran into this one. But that is nice, being able to actually go around. Oh, that. I will say, that is definitely the things that, like, make a game, you know, a little bit more unique. Is when they have those, like, yeah, this would have whatever this is, you know, in universe. And it's like, oh, this is really cool. I feel like I'm in the universe playing the thing. It's partially like why, with the Star Wars The Old Republic, I enjoyed it as much as I did, was because it felt like I was in Star Wars. You know, I was in the whatever
Suppose we'll just have
Star Wars
luck.
universe galaxy. But it felt like I was in there. So it's nice having these things that aren't gameplay mechanics, but are things that make a universe better.
Not so fast, Klingon. You're done here.
I have been. Usually, I'm hitting X to aim. I also found middle mouse button. But sometimes I forget. Also, I love the stars. Snappy, and also the fact that this is a phone is wonderful. Whew. Yeah, definitely much weaker to melee while out. Makes sense. Oh. No. Ooh. Okay, this is cool. I don't know. Oh. Okay, this is cool. I don't know if... Oh, that seems to be... Okay, that is cool. That is actually kind of cool. It'll take a little while to get used to. Ah,
Captain, we're picking
cool.
up some strange energy readings near your position. What's going on down there? Did Ev shoot a reactor or something?
Yeah, left, right click, middle mouse button. Got it. The mining laser is sounding a little off.
That could be a problem. It might be pulling more power than it should. Give me a sec, I need to run some numbers.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
Hold on. Okay. I pulled the specs on that unit. It's an older model, but it gets the job done. It uses 2 oscillating beams instead of a fixed pulse. Uh-oh.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, I'm seeing 3 possible outcomes to this rig overloading.
What's the best case scenario here?
Outcome 3. You managed to trigger an emergency shutdown before the rig goes nuclear. Still a bad thing, nuclear. Not as bad as, say, a warp core breach, but still bad, so we should definitely try to avoid that.
Hey, let's go with that option then.
Okay, I found the emergency shutdown mechanism, and good news, it's really easy to operate. It's just a pair of simple switches on 2 separate consoles that have to be activated at the same time.
That's unusually precise.
I don't know, I guess it was built that way so a single disgruntled miner couldn't shut down the whole operation. Miners get disgruntled, you know? You can do this. Ask around, see if there are any locals. They might be able to assist.
Fletcher's a local. We'll see what we can do. Stand by. She runs off. Get back here, you unkillable beast. Get here. Also, what else? Oh, and damage rate. I think that's cool. Ah, okay, we should go this way. For some reason, I was expecting me to talk to her for some reason.
Wow, that was really close. Good job, Captain. The security field is still standing, the mine's secure, and you didn't blow up. That's good. But the Klingons are still on their way. We could use your help up here when you're ready to beam up.
Beam me up?
Captain, the colony's security field is holding strong. There's still a lot of Klingon ships heading our way, though. We need to leave, and soon.
What?
But there's a problem. Civilian ships travel through here frequently. We need to warn
that's
them
good.
about the Klingons.
Hey, Potato! I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that is unfortunate that the voices go away. I was talking about it earlier. It's like, I really like the voice acting. Very unfortunate that goes away. But also not too surprised. I am doing
We could even
all
remotely
right.
program the signal on a satellite as we leave the system, which we should soon. The message won't get very
All
far,
things
but anyone who
considered,
enters the
I'm doing
system will
quite
get the
well
signal and be
recently.
able to turn around
Been
before it's
working
too
on some
late.
good projects. Have not been able to find any new jobs. It's stressful to say the least, but you Now, besides actual life stuff, projects have been going great. Yeah. I've been spoiled with a lot of different games that have like full-on voice characters. Oh, run button. Yep, don't mind the fact I went past it.
We've definitely got their attention, Captain. Here they come!
Turn. That one. Oh, that felt good. Come on, a little bit further. Okay. And I'm turning up so I can.
Getting a real
Perfect.
Kobayashi Maru feeling down here, Captain. Just being honest.
I was like, which way am I actually facing?
You will die as warriors, starlings.
Alright. Ah, we got backup. I'm really good at meleeing. I will definitely say, for some reason, I'm always good at getting into melee range. No matter what game I'm playing, what class I'm playing, I will end up in melee range. I guess it's mostly prevalent with Path of Exile recently. Because I started off Path of Exile 2 with Warrior, and so I just dodged around the enemy and then like every ranged character. Can I turn it up?
Forward 2 is ours, Starfleet. You have lost.
Ooh,
They won't take us without a fight,
that
Captain.
is a whole lot of them. Let's put some shields up. Oh, okay, cutscene to have us. Oh, it's not. Okay, good thing that I definitely didn't get some shields back on.
Cavalry has arrived.
Let's also make sure to get that missile off. Yeah, projects have been going well. I've started doing more game prep, which is always great. Not close, but right angle, and then turn and fire. The other way. I think I'm getting the S a little bit better. Turn. Okay, good. Okay, that was fun. That is great, honestly.
We stood our ground at the
Mental health
Arcanus
is really
arm until the
important,
situation became
and it's good when you can take the time
disengaged
to actually get
reach
things
Starfleet and call for backup. Others will
going
be
well
arriving as soon as they can.
and mentally
Can't afford to
sound.
lose this system to the Klingons. Don't mention it.
Definitely been working a lot more projects.
I believe Captain
The nice
Schaefer would be
thing is
proud of
being
you and
done
your
with
crew.
college
Your
does
efforts to
mean I
defend
have
the
more free
Federation are
time, which has
commendable.
allowed
My
me
report
to
will indicate
start streaming more often again, and then also I've been working on a bunch of projects. What I really, really, really need to do is get my list of things I've done and put them in one of my scenes so that I can actually
Apart
reference
from your
them.
valor in combat, I'm particularly impressed by your work with the local satellites. Turning them into distant warning beacons was quite clever. Those signals will save a lot of lives.
That is really good to know. So it does help to be in melee range.
Indeed. I'm I'm sure Starfleet Command has detailed plans.
But it also
for
makes
defending
sense. Less
For now,
energy to
however,
disperse.
your work here is done. You're to report to the Sol system with the civilians you've rescued.
Yeah,
Once you arrive,
good to know.
report to Admiral Kensington for debriefing.
Understand, sir. But what about Fletcher?
Fletcher would make a fine addition to your senior staff. I'll make a note of it in my report to Starfleet Command. You've done well under extraordinary circumstances.
I really need to use some of these
Anton's
things.
ship is in good hands. Keep up the good work. Shran out.
Okay, continue.
We've done all we can.
Congratulations,
Captain.
Lieutenant.
Let's get to safety
Many
while we still can.
thanks. I do appreciate it. I will be wrapping up sometime shortly, about 5 minutes. But I will definitely end up playing this more. This has been really fun. And it's one of those cases of, like, if I had more social energy... Also, sorry, I just realized you meant actual potato. The brain ain't very good. My brain being the brain that isn't good. Yeah, no. This is, another reason. Not the greatest for screaming.
Throughout there, going back to Professor
Brain just
Schumer's
doesn't
advanced
work.
physics class doesn't seem as scary now.
Also, I guess, to be fair on
what's
my
string
part,
theory compared to dodging Klingon
I am very
disruptor
used to
blasts or trying
having
to keep a
streams
warp
with no
core
one in
stable?
it.
Speaking of scary, think Admiral Kensington's gonna go easy on you? The ship did kind of get beat up. A little. Okay, a lot.
Good to know. Or good to know. I'm not sure what to potentially not be scared about. But for some reason I just have a feeling it's going to be a case of tons of players. I was at least somewhat correct. It's going to be a case of many people. Was not expecting that, like, yeah, you have a tiny ship. Everyone else has giant ones. Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting that in any regard. That is interesting. You go through here?
The Admiral's office is this way.
Nope. It's not the right one. It is the same. Oh. Okay, I'm actually going out. Yeah, no, that is very much a door. That that is a door that is just... There is no door on this side. Is it like to a cabinet or something?
Thanks for coming. You've been through a lot. Starfleet Command appreciates your efforts, especially at the Corvin system. I do as well.
There is no door.
I've read the official
But you see,
reports,
there is a
but
door.
I'd like to hear
It's
your
not
take
on
on
the
it
wall.
all, in your own words.
Explaining what...
This Ja'ula has become quite a thorn in our side. You're fortunate. Very few have survived combat with her. Our agents are
Yeah,
on the
I
hunt
have
for
the
Ja'ula
benefit
as
of
we
being
speak.
the main
Bringing in
character.
the sister of Takuvma will be
I
quite
got
a blow to
plot
Klingon
protected.
morale. Rest assured, you're not the only one who wants her to pay for her crimes.
I don't think we've seen the last of her, Admiral.
Neither do I, unfortunately. Well then, based on what I'm seeing here, you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs now. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her center chair. The job's yours if you want it. Yes, under normal circumstances, it would take years of work to get your own command. But these aren't normal circumstances. The war isn't going well for us. We don't have the luxury of waiting years before putting good officers on the line. We need them out there right now. We need you.
I do find it... I'm trying to think of... There's another game I've played where you start off as just your basic run-of-the-mill whatever, and then, like, after the tutorial, like, well, gotta make you the most important person ever. I can't remember what game it is.
Yes, Corvin would have been a disaster if it weren't for you and your
I look at that. Oops, I forgot that I don't have audio in background. That is pretty cool. That is actually really cool. Thank you, Admiral. We won't let you down.
I wouldn't recommend it. I have it on good authority. I'm quite a terror when crossed. On to more mundane duties.
I'm quite a terror while
You'll need to
when
check in with the
crossed.
tailor
It's
and
such
update your uniform in a manner
mediocre
appropriate to your
line
new
when
rank.
their face is just
After
like,
that,
yes,
acquire a
I
shuttle
am
for your
terror.
ship. When you're finished, return to me for new orders.
But yeah, that's a pretty cool ship. I will also say it's kind of funny.
You look happy. And that's good, right?
It is kind of funny. It's just like I really am enjoying this a lot. I have actually, I guess to be fair, I have watched a few Star Trek shows.
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass as well as your mini-map.
Namely Deep Space Nine and I can't remember the other one, but it has a 5 in it, I believe. But nope, I haven't. I have pretty much watched nothing but Deep Space Nine, and I want to say something with 5 in it. I don't remember what it is. And one of the movies with Khan in it. But that's like that is it. But I really enjoy the universe. Granted, Deep Space Nine is really good, so at least in my opinion, it's really good. So I've enjoyed it that way.
The various shops are in the main campus building.
How much longer do you think? How much longer do you think the tutorial is? Because I might just try and finish out the tutorial at least on stream. While you're answering, we shall switch to Stream Raiders and start battle. Wow, there's a lot more enemies this time. Oh, okay, that's a good bit. That's a good bit to go. Like a lot more than I was expecting. Nice. The Stream Raiders battle's going quite well. Ooh, didn't realize those were down. Nice. Someone gets gold. I really thought we were gonna have more rewards to give out. Okay. Gonna call it good for Stream Raiders. Oh, okay, actually. Thank you, Astro. Also, I will look up that ship. That ship. Oh, that's really cool. That is actually really cool. Yeah. That's just really cool. Okay, but it does look like I am almost done with the tutorial. So I'll... Oops, I forgot to switch back to Star Trek. So I'm good. I'll finish up the tutorial, and then I'll call it good. Not starting a new Stream Raiders battle, because I doubt it would take 30 minutes. I mean, just unless this is a very long quest.
This way.
But...
This way.
Oh, this person. But that's kind of cool. I heard rumors of your recent exploits, Lieutenant Pan. Congratulations on your recent promotion to command of a starship. I can help you adjust the details, in particular as a uniform. Thank you. Show me what's available. Taylor. Things. It was just like, uh-oh. Oh, that's cool. Okay, it's basically the barber shop. Yeah. Okay. Don't need to do that for right now. Boing, boing, boing. I love the fact that there's a queue. I love the fact that I'm deciding to jump over said queue. Ah, ship vendor. Okay, gives info. I was thinking that would do the whole thing. Probably good to get some info later on. Bartender. Nope, nope. She was like, wait a second, you've actually passed where I was going. Can you be in water? Yes, you can. I can't remember what game it was, but it is like a case of you cannot be in the water at all. Like, it isn't hard box, but it is just like as soon as you get like a foot in the water, not like a foot depth, like a foot of yours, it's just like whoosh.
Congratulations on your promotion. I will let you know when I have a new task for you.
Nice. Sweet.
You survived! Then again, you survived fighting House Smoke Eye. Admiral Kensington must have been a walk in the park for you. I guess this is goodbye. At least for now. You've got a ship and a crew to take care of, and I
Did I say that, or...
Hey, do you think they'll use your ship for the cadet cruise next
You
year?
just say,
If they do, put in a good word for me.
Actually, I have played GTA once.
Ah, great.
Maybe twice.
Hey, I liked
didn't
being
play
your
it
chief
very
engineer
long.
out there. It would be an honor to do that again, Captain. Oh man, this is hard. Stay safe, okay? This war won't last forever. And I hope we're both doing what Starfleet does best soon. Exploring the galaxy, strange new worlds, all that.
That would be great. Live long and prosper, Sylvia.
Our victory at Pryor's World was hard fought, and we took a thrashing in the process. We've gained some momentum from this win, but our position at Pryor's could become
looks like
tenuous
fancy
if the
stuff.
Klingon should return for a rematch. Captain Gabriel Lorca of the USS Baran is on station at Pryor's World, and he's requested assistance while they handle mop-up operations there. I believe you and your crew are ready for action, yes? Lorca is a fine captain, tough but fair, with years of experience in the field. Follow his lead and you'll do well. Report to him at Pryor's World for further instructions. Kensington out. I have a mission for you.
Oh, no. Huh. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, gosh. There's a reason why I say my brain doesn't work. 'Cause I was, just talking about James Cancer, and then went completely confused when you gave an example. Oh, that is very nice. I do enjoy when things like that have actual... Makes it nice and... I'm just assuming I need to beam up from this case. Also, I really should make sure to actually upgrade my ship and such. Because I remember there's items I got. And, like,
Speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. So tiny. So tiny. Oh, now I'm seeing other people. Kinda cool. I'm going already. Didn't actually mean to go yet. Yeah, little thingy. Just that. I keep going. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Cool. Ah, okay, I see. No, yeah, that's gonna take a little bit longer then. 4 more, I don't know how many started off with. Okay, also good to know. I do appreciate the no spoilers. But, and I'm also very not too surprised that there's a current, and also not surprised at all that there's going to be quests where I need to do before I get into the rest of the current kind of stuff. Okay. But I at least got the introductory tutorial technically done. Just have the rest of the tutorial technically to do. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Get some lunch, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna play this more often. This has been a lot of fun. But yeah, so definitely thank you everyone for tuning in. Big thank you for Topcat and Astro, and was there one more person who was helping out? I don't remember. And then also Hiker and Potato. Just, for helping out, chatting, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you all. You all have been really great. It was great having you in chat, and then everyone who joined in for the Stream Raider stuff. It was good. It was great having you along. Yeah. I do hope I see you all in the future. But until next time, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.